time we did a problem like this, I hadn't shown you Desmos.com. So if you want to go to the graphing calculator on Desmos.com right now, you are allowed to. Like if it's up and down line, perpendicular would be totally flat. What stays constant is it's a 90-degree angle between them. So pretty much they're all diagonal besides this one. That's like the X and Y axis.
So any perpendicular line and moving across.
And their slopes are going to be flipped in opposite. One's negative. Well, it's just opposite reciprocal, but yes, we use point slope form.
Yes.
So you can go into Desmos.com and take a look at the line and try to troubleshoot. Well, how would I make a parallel line? How would I make a perpendicular line? I'm going to grab it by hand. I had time to go through maybe half. So I tried to make it available to you again. And then I think we might start skills trainer again as well.
What did we do on Friday?
Yeah, we did a practice exam online. So you'll have time today. I'm pretty much going to do these 2 questions and then we're going to go and do some practice exam.
Are we doing practice exam together?
At first you're going to do it on You can match with what I'm doing. I'm going to start by reminding you how to graph this straight line. This last point is 0, -4. So that's where I begin. I begin at the B. This is y equals mx plus b. Begin at B, and then you move slope. So here's my beginning point, and then my slope is 3, so I go up 3, right 1. So right now I'm actually just graphing this line and the directions, and then I'm going to try to do a parallel line and a perpendicular line. So while I review this with you, I'm going to end up drawing 3 lines. The first one, and then a parallel one, and then a perpendicular one. So I'm going to go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, down 3, left 1. So that's our function starting at -4 and going up 3 over 1. So I want to be parallel to it, but I want to go through this -2 point. So when you have graph paper, you can come up with your equation by using a graph. I could start with a point at -2 And then parallel lines have the same slope. So I could just follow the pattern up 3 over 1. Could start, oh, no, this is an x and a y. I could start here at -2, 0, and go up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1, starting at that ordered pair. I'm going to do the math way, but I really want to emphasize there's so much problem solving that can be done with a graph. So I'm going to use point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This form is often associated with parallel and perpendicular lines. So the slope I'm going to use is parallel slope. Parallel lines have same slope. Nathan, what's the slope of f of x?
It's 3 over...
Up 3 over 1. So our slope is 3. And then we're supposed to be moving through this point, -2, 1. We're going to label that x1, y1, -2, 0. So I'm plugging in 3 to the point slope form and -2, 0 into the point slope form. I'm going to rewrite it, and it's going to give me my equation. Now, if you have access to a graphing calculator or graph paper, I think that method could be easier and quicker. So if you guys are in Desmos trying to figure this out, good. Like, that's okay. I can't guarantee that you have a graphing calculator on this question. The people who make the test don't tell us how many questions you have access to a graphing calculator, how many questions do you have a regular calculator. So you can't always assume that graphing calculator is there, but when it is there, it can be really helpful. Okay, so here I go plugging in. So I'm going to do y minus 0 equals 3. That's the slope from the line I just graphed. Times x minus -2. So in point slope form, there is a minus sign, and we are putting in a -2. So minus a negative will go positive.
Hey, miss, which one are you on?
So now I'm doing the parallel line. I can pause. Yeah, there's no point videoing it.
Hey.
Let's wait and catch up. Your formula sheet actually has this form on it. Okay. So one little detail right now, if you're like, man, this exam is like less than 10 days away. Yeah. So one little detail in your mind right now, when you're reading parallel and perpendicular lines and you look at your reference sheet, this is the one that's going to help you. Okay? And you have a lot of time. You have all day if you want. So get your formula from your formula sheet, start plugging in. Get your graph paper, start graphing. The questions are designed so that you can use multiple methods to solve them. It's like one of those things on that blue poster over there. Demonstrate that you can do problems in a multiple way. So when I'm saying like Desmos.com, graph paper, point slope form, you can even use slope intercept form. Like they're supposed to be like giving you questions that can be solved lots of different ways. Demonstrate understanding by representing problems in multiple ways. I didn't quote it. I was describing it. Wasn't quoting it. Okay. Anywho, things, are you caught up to where I'm at here? So do you know where the 3 came from? Since parallel lines have the same slope, I use only the slope from this one, and I'm using the point that they've asked me about. So slope and point. So I put the point in, I distribute, and y equals 3x plus 6 evidently is parallel, which all lines with the same slope are parallel. But not only is it parallel, it also goes through this point, -2, 0. So I'm going to go ahead and graph it and see, does it look parallel and does it go through that point? That is interesting. So to graph this, I would begin at 6, which is pretty high up there. And then I would go up 3 over 1. Do you guys have the answer?
Is this review?
I used point slope form. I used the slope and the point, and I graphed the resulting equation. Visually, it's definitely parallel. The slope is the same, and it goes through the ordered pair that was in the question. That's a success. Are you ready for perpendicular? Now listen, it's been a while since we did point slope form, but I just did it for you once. The second time is going to make even more sense. Okay? So if you felt just now like, I don't remember that, try number 2. I've just taken some time to re-explain it to you. Try number 2. Are you going to try it, Gabe? You going to try it? Okay. You got a pencil? You guys can do it. Just try, okay? Don't give up. A lot of people giving up on this in your age. A lot. A lot of people. Try not to be on it. Try not to. Get your push. Let's get it out. Perpendicular. So I was just talking to Vladimir about perpendicular lines have like 90-degree angles between them. Parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal. So the slope of f of x is 3. David, what would the perpendicular slope be? What's opposite of 3? -3. What's reciprocal? That means you flip it. Reciprocal means flip. So this one's 3/1. The reciprocal is 1/3, and it's negative. So to do perpendicular, we'll go down 1, right 3, opposite reciprocal slope. And the point we're challenged to do in this one is 9, -4. That's our x1, y1. So when I plug in -4 into the y1, it ends up being y minus -4, -1/3 in the m spot, and x minus 9. Now I will pause for a moment and let you try rewriting that. Nolan, are you going to try it? A little trickier. We have to distribute 1/3 this time. I showed this. Oh my gosh, we already been in class 17 minutes. That's a good pace. I'm trying to do a better pace for you all. Kind of the +3. I wrote that out. -1/3 times -9 is a +3. Subtract the 4 over, and we're at -1/3 x minus 1. It's going to be perpendicular, and apparently it's going to go through 9, -4. So I'm going to try graphing that now. So how many things are we reviewing in this 2 questions? We're reviewing point slope form, slope intercept form, parallel perpendicular lines, and graphing. A lot of review. Okay, I'll do this one in green. Okay, so this one is going to be -1, and I'm going to go down 1, right 3. Down 1, right 3. Down 1, right 3. There it is. It does look perpendicular. Does it actually go through the point 9, -4? I'll have to extend it a bit. And there it is. There it is. There's the point we were challenged to go through. The math checks out. We have the given function, we have a parallel line, and we have a perpendicular line. And the most helpful tool for it was point slope form. Other ways to get there. You can get there through graphing. You can even get there through plugging into y equals mx plus b. But point slope is helpful. Does anybody have a question about this big review? Yes. So it's the same thing, but you use the opposite reciprocal slope. Oh, you mean the final answer? Oh, it's here. Can you see that? Can you see, David? Let me move this way then. All right, you guys. So I tried to extend the practice exam to today. So go ahead and log into Big Ideas and see if your answers are still there. Your answers are still there. Perfect. So I wanted to give you some more time on that.